When we first moved to Cochran, I was going to tell you this. Father, he didn't have a store. We didn't have an income. But we'd taken up some land out on the Cochran, up by HillSpring. And it was all virgin land. It was all sod, never been broken up. And a lot of people were taking up this land. The church bought it. And then they sold it to the people real cheap. I can't remember, just wonderful, good land, but they just sold it real cheap. But it was hard to break up because of the influence we had. We're not like we are today. But Father plowed, and I did all the disking. And I've often thought about that. Why didn't Father ever ask him to disc? Yeah. And when we were Mountain Dew...
Now, what is disking, Mom? I don't even know what it is.
After you turn the sod over, and get a big piece of sod, you've got to cut that sod up. And the disc, there's these round...
Do you do it by hand?
Oh, no, big machines pulled by horses. Oh. And these discs, they turn, and they cut this soil as they turn.
Oh, yeah,
they cut it in small pieces, see? And then after you get that done, you might have to disc it 2 or 3 times that sod. Then after that, you'd harrow it. You put the harrow, and you know what a harrow is.
No.
It kind of combs it.
So did he have all that big machinery?
Well, all we had was drawn by horses. Didn't have big machinery, no.
That's front door. That sounds like...
So it was just, he had his own machinery, but it was drawn by horses.
Yes, that's right.
And you did all that?
And I did all the disking for him.
Wow. The boys weren't old enough to do it?
No, they were not. And when Father put up hay, I did all the raking. I never saw him on the rake. I don't know sure why. But the folks, well, I was big and kind of a tomboyish sort of a kid, and was a little bit of a girl, and she was a bookworm. And
here's your home.
I could have brought this down when we're interrupted, because none of us could ever remember.
We were talking about school and you're using that old washing machine, remember?
Oh, yes.
The water-powered washing machine.
Yeah.
And when did you go to teachers college?
I got out of high school.
And where was that? Up in Calgary?
In Calgary. And my girlfriend was Selma Carl. Selma and I went up together.
Tell me about that one incident, Mom, of the first time you wore trousers.
Oh!
That's a good story.
Shocked my father to death. Well, I don't know when this happened, but President Wood used to take a trip through Glacier Park occasionally, and they'd usually be gone about a week or 10 days. And he'd invite quite a few people to go. He'd make a nice party, and they'd have a nice time. Well, this particular summer, 2 of his nephews came up from Salt Lake, 2 nice-looking boys. And my President Wood's daughter, Fern, was one of my best friends, and she asked me to come go with them. And, of course, it was an attraction to go because these nice new young boys, and then there were some nice girls, too, going. And it was a good party, all nice people. And so, anyway, I was wondering what I was going to wear. You can't wear a skirt. We used to wear these riding skirts. They came clear down to the ground, and they were split up like a pair of pants. But when you stood up, they come clear to the ground.
Yeah.
You've seen pictures of them. Well, anyway, I wasn't very keen about that, and I was wondering I'd like to have a pair of boys' pants to wear. And my boyfriend hadn't been home from the war very long, and so I knew he would have some. So I asked him if he'd lend me a pair of his pants. I don't know more dare do a thing like that now than fly, but back then I did. And he gave me a pair of his pants. And we were going to leave quite early one morning, and so I got up early to go. It was before the folks were up. And I cannot remember hardly what the circumstances were, but I heard the folks called me. Someone called me, and I must have stepped to their bedroom door or something because Father caught a glimpse of me. And when Father got a glimpse of me, he couldn't believe it. Rubie, what you got on? And I told him, you can't go like that. And I said, why not? And I said, I'd be a lot more comfortable, and it's a lot better, Father. And he's, oh, but it was just a shame for a girl to dress like that. Why, we didn't do those things. That was terrible. Well, anyway, I kind of left my father in a huff because I didn't agree with him. And I was a big girl, and I had a mind of my own, and I walked out of the house and went.
Wow.
And when I came back, he never said a word. But I sent the pants to the cleaner, had them all cleaned up nice and fresh, and gave them back to my boyfriend.
So you didn't wear any pants again for quite a long
No,
time after that?
no, not quite a long time. But I certainly liked the freedom on that trip.
Yeah.
I was
Did the
glad.
other girl, did Fern wear pants?
No, I think most of those girls had riding skirts on.
Uh-huh.
I remember right.
Uh-huh.